First day as a bodyguard. The woman noticed something odd about the kitchen glass at her employer's house. She reached out and touched it, finding one mirror was single-layered, while the other was double-layered. Instantly, she suspected there must be a hidden pinhole camera behind it. But just as she was about to investigate further, she heard the housekeeper's voice behind her. Luckily, she reacted quickly and said she was just looking for food in the kitchen to brush it off. The housekeeper didn't press the matter. After the housekeeper fell asleep in the early hours, the woman carefully returned to the kitchen. Sure enough, she found a pinhole camera behind the mirror. The other end of the camera was connected to the chaebol who had hired her. Unbeknownst to her, every move she made was already visible to the chaebol. Even more outrageously, there were dozens of similar cameras throughout the mansion. Soon she found another one in the living room and made a taunting gesture toward the camera. Seeing this, the chaebol was not alarmed. Instead, he found the woman quite interesting. The woman's name was Lisa, and she came from a very poor background. Her mother was addicted to gambling and had taken high-interest loans in Lisa's name. So, to turn her life around, she landed the chaebol's favor with her unique interview style and became his personal bodyguard. The chaebol ran a food company and was a legendary figure locally. He had a son and 2 daughters, but only one was his biological child. His biological daughter had died in a car crash not long ago, while the other 2 children were from his wife's previous marriage after his remarriage. Lisa also learned from the driver that rumors said the chaebol's daughter had bad habits and had hallucinations while driving, causing the crash. His son Jack was a fool and not worth worrying about, but the eldest daughter, Anna, needed extra caution. Anna was a university professor, smart and ruthless, and especially wary of women around her father. So she planted the housekeeper Jenny to monitor his movements and report back to her. The chaebol was advanced in age and could pass away at any time. If another woman appeared by his side, there could be unexpected changes when dividing the inheritance. So Anna would never allow any man to get close to her father. Unexpectedly, Lisa wondered aloud why they had to wait for the chaebol to die. Couldn't they hire a killer to stage an accidental death? The driver didn't know how to respond and just thought Lisa was a bit strange. On the way back, the chaebol deliberately sent the driver away, giving Lisa a chance to ask about the pinhole cameras. She thought the chaebol was a pervert, but after checking, Lisa found no pinhole cameras in the bathroom or dressing room, and the huge mansion had only one kitchen. Finally, Lisa asked the chaebol if someone was trying to harm him. Although the chaebol didn't admit it, what Lisa said struck a chord with him, because Jenny was Anna's person. The chaebol never dared to eat her cooking, always having someone bring meals from outside. During the holidays, everyone was given leave, with nowhere else to go. Lisa had to stay temporarily at the chaebol's house. One evening, while eating instant noodles with the chaebol, Anna learned from the housekeeper that Lisa hadn't gone home, so she immediately went to her father's house. Hearing the doorbell, the chaebol instantly guessed who it was, then told Lisa to hide before opening the door. After Anna entered, she didn't waste words and searched room by room. Lisa held her breath and hid in a room, not daring to make a sound. Seeing Anna about to push open the black door, the chaebol deliberately called her name. Anna immediately believed Lisa was hiding inside, but when she opened the door, there was nothing there. Finding no trace of Lisa, Anna had no choice but to leave in disappointment. Then the chaebol called Lisa to his office. Suddenly, the mural behind him slowly opened. Inside, she saw rows of monitors. Lisa immediately asked again if someone was plotting against him. At this point, the chaebol took out a photo of his biological daughter and slowly revealed the truth. His daughter hadn't died in a crash, but had been murdered, and the murderer was Anna. He knew Anna had killed his daughter to inherit everything. Then he told Lisa he had at most 6 months left to live, so he wanted to take revenge on them in the way Anna feared most. Then the chaebol opened a secret door and unlocked a safe filled with his wealth. He took out a small box from the corner, opened it, and inside was a ring. He solemnly asked Lisa to marry him, and his purpose was to make his children lose all inheritance rights. Hearing this, Lisa flatly refused on the spot. She originally planned to pack and leave, but then received a call from her mother demanding repayment. In a fit of anger, she returned to the chaebol and agreed to marry him. Before the wedding, the chaebol instructed lawyer David to draft a contract. 3 months after the chaebol's death, the group would hold a new leadership election, and Lisa must cast the decisive vote to crush Anna and Jack. Only after completing this would Lisa inherit all the chaebol's assets. However, the chaebol's death had to be carried out by Lisa herself. The chaebol would be filmed throughout the euthanasia process. If Lisa failed to fulfill the contract, David would personally hand the footage to the police. The next day, they went to the Civil Affairs Bureau and became legal spouses. 3 months later, the board meeting would officially begin. Before that, David arranged for Lisa to go to Wuchang, a remote small town. There was no train, only buses could reach it, making it ideal for laying low. After all, once Anna and Jack learned of the new heir, they would surely hire killers to hunt Lisa. Wuchang was not only a hiding place, but also the perfect spot to set a counterattack trap. For safety, David prepared a brand new identity for her, Lucy, an ordinary kindergarten teacher. The reason for choosing Wuchang was that it had the Chable's favorite strawberries, and the young man responsible for deliveries was also from Wuchang. Shortly after the young man left, the Chable suddenly collapsed in the secret room. The doctor had originally estimated he had 6 months left, but now it was down to 3. The doctor's words were overheard by a nurse hiding outside, who immediately told Anna. Anna then contacted a reporter, ostensibly inquiring about a renowned doctor, but actually deliberately leaking the news that the Chable was dying. After a night of struggle, the Chable decided to undergo euthanasia early, but before it was carried out, he suddenly said he wanted a bowl of instant noodles. As Lisa went downstairs, he quietly turned on the recorder and pulled out a pistol aimed at himself. Yet just as Lisa was about to bring the cooked noodles in, she heard a gunshot. No one knew why he changed his plan at the last minute. He didn't go through with the original euthanasia method, but ended his life in another way. The Chable's sudden death was not a blow to Anna and Jack, but rather made them see the hope of inheritance sooner. They had even begun imagining future power and wealth. Just then, David arrived and announced something shocking. Led by David, they met Lisa and learned she had married the Chable 3 months earlier. Seeing the ring in Lisa's hand, Jack immediately recognized it as his mother's. He was about to approach when David stopped him. Seeing this, Anna immediately halted them and walked straight toward Lisa. She intended to intimidate Lisa into backing down, but Lisa showed no fear at all, grabbed Anna's hand, and remained calm. That night, Anna offered a huge sum to have housekeeper Jenny detain Lisa for a week. Jenny immediately told the driver, planning to act together. Emma, hiding outside, overheard their conversation and informed Lisa right away. By then, Jenny had put sleeping pills in the coffee, and the driver prepared to attack from behind. Lisa merely smelled the coffee and sensed something wrong, scaring both of them. Then she poured the coffee in Jenny's face and skillfully subdued the driver. Seeing they were no longer a threat, Lisa left the scene. Jenny tried to chase her in the backup car, but they didn't expect Emma to throw the backup car keys into a boiling pot right in front of them. Helpless, they told Anna they failed to detain Lisa. Learning Lisa was heading to the airport, Anna immediately sent people after her. As soon as Lisa arrived at the airport, Anna's men followed closely, unaware Lisa had already changed into a new outfit and quietly boarded the bus to Wuchang. Before that, she had met with David at the airport and received an ID card in the name Lucy, plus a bank card in cash. Upon arrival, the person sent to pick up Lisa turned out to be the strawberry delivery boy. To inherit the vast fortune left by the late Chable, she had to hide in the remote small town and evade the Chable's children's 3-month assassination attempt. If she survived 3 months, she could claim all the inheritance alone. However, the Chable's children, Anna and Jack, weren't going to sit idle. They decided to take a different route and sue Lisa. The lawyer argued that Chable married Lisa while mentally incapacitated, trying to invalidate the marriage and thus strip Lisa of inheritance rights. But Anna wanted to ruin Lisa's reputation because she found Lisa had a record of theft since childhood, and Lisa's mother had committed fraud. If these pasts were exposed, it would be enough to destroy Lisa in the court of public opinion. Even more shocking, the Chable seemed to have foreseen his own death and had transferred a large portion of his assets to Lisa while alive. Lisa's last known location was the airport, but retrieving surveillance footage would take time. Taking advantage of this gap, Anna personally hired a gang of thugs, offering high rewards to track down Lisa and her mother. A storm targeting Lisa was quietly approaching, while Lisa remained oblivious. The man sent to pick up Lisa was named Mark. He was not only the former strawberry vendor for the Chable, but also lawyer David's cousin. David had warned Lisa never to get too close to Mark. Lisa carried a pistol the Chable had given her himself. She originally thought the gun was for self-defense, since Anna and Jack might send killers anytime, but she didn't expect it was actually the Chable's tool for revenge on behalf of his daughter. If Lisa really committed murder, she'd likely spend years in prison. Yet the Chable promised he would do everything possible to reduce her sentence. Faced with huge, Lisa ultimately agreed to the Chable's request. But now the Chable was dead unexpectedly. If Lisa was arrested, who could fix everything for her? Lisa wondered if the Chable had a different plan from the beginning. On her first night in Wuchang, Lisa's vigilance was at its peak. She stood on a hill overlooking her residence, seeing it was far from town with sparse streetlights. Even if a murder happened, probably no one would notice. The townspeople were holding an emergency meeting because the kindergarten where Lisa was about to work was unusual. The land beneath the kindergarten was about to expire, and the landowner was near death. A man named Harry coveted the land and kept trying to force the kindergarten to close by making teachers resign. Residents were discussing how to keep Lisa. Everyone thought Lisa was just an ordinary teacher, but Mark felt she was suspicious. Her demeanor and resume didn't seem like those of an educator, so he advised kindergarten principal Ella to check Lisa's background. Lisa installed surveillance near her residence to monitor outside activity at any time, but she didn't know her airport outfit change had already been captured by Anna's people. Anna had sent someone to thoroughly search her father's bank safe, but found nothing. Anna knew her father well, a lifelong paranoid who trusted no one, so his most important items must still be at home. Meanwhile, Ella saw from Lisa's resume that she graduated from a prestigious university and had done overseas volunteer work multiple times. But why would someone like her willingly teach in this remote small town? Luckily, Lisa was quick-witted, saying Wu Chang had a kind and beautiful principal, so she chose this place. Lisa's answer satisfied Ella. Just as Ella was about to introduce the school's basics, Harry, who had driven away all previous teachers, suddenly barged in. He had planned for a long time to buy the land and was about to pay the deposit, yet the school had hired a new teacher. Before he finished speaking, a call came in. Ella had already asked someone to investigate Lisa's background. As Mark said, her resume was so perfect it raised suspicion. The caller on the phone reported that there indeed was a woman named Lucy who graduated from a prestigious university. But Lucy was 53, while the Lisa before them was only in her early 30s. Lisa overheard Ella's conversation. The sudden twist made her tense, so she immediately called David for help handling it. But while she was on the phone, Ella had already called the previous kindergarten listed on Lisa's resume and asked about her. Luckily, the person on the other end said their kindergarten did have a teacher named Lucy who resigned recently. Ella felt relieved upon hearing this, but Lisa's sudden appearance caused Ella's phone to remain off by mistake, and they heard the caller say they earn tens of thousands just for saying a few words. The air froze instantly. Lisa's identity was exposed. She rushed forward and snatched Ella's phone, and Ella's plea for help caught Mark's attention. Just then, David called. David then confessed Lisa's true identity to Ella, and Lisa chose not to hide anymore, admitting everything. She said if Ella could let her stay there for 3 more months, she would buy the kindergarten and give it to Ella. But Ella must not reveal her identity. They had just reached an agreement when they didn't expect Mark had overheard their entire conversation. Would Lisa's secret be exposed now? Facing this sudden crisis, how would she escape?